Welcome, welcome. We are back here at the Richmond American Homes. I'm doing another voiceover for this one since my microphone decided to just stop working while I was out there. This is the pine floor plan over at Arbor Brook. Okay, Stonehaven and Arbor Brook. I'm about to show my face here, and you're not going to know anything at all of what I'm saying, but you can see that I just basically looked all the way around this entire property. There I am. Yep, I have absolutely no idea what I said, but I am pretty sure it has something to do with the property over here in Arbor Brook at the Pine Floor Plan. Right now, Richmond American Homes in this specific community have well over 15 move-in ready homes available to choose from, not just a Pine Floor Plan, but there's a couple others. Now, what that means, especially in today's market of the ending of July 2025, is that they are willing to deal a little bit. Because right now, it is a buyer's market because there's just so much inventory out there and sellers are just not willing to budge on their prices. Now, as far as the new construction builders, they have a lot more leeway. So when I tell you there's room to deal, offer them a little bit lower than what they're asking, you definitely can. But here we are. We're at the door. We're going to go right through. And a nice view of the front door, what you'd be looking at. So as you open up, let me close the door here. Basically, when you open up, that is going to be considered an open area, an office, maybe even a den. But with this floor plan, you can actually enclose this and make it into a fifth bedroom. Right now, there's currently 4 in this model home. And I guess I should get some of the stats out of the way. So we got approximately 2,350 square feet. Again, it's 4 bedrooms, and that right there you're looking at would be the optional 5th bedroom. We got 2-car garage, 2.5 baths, and this is a 2-story. But as you can see here, I'm spending a lot of time on this, probably explaining everything that I just said. So as you can see, it opens up in kind of in an enclosed area, but then it opens up completely into an open floor plan. As you can see here, the full kitchen, part of the living room. Psych, we're gonna go and take a look real quick over here at these other rooms that they got. So that one is obviously going to be the garage door. Typically they do have those locked almost all the time. This one does not have the office in. Yes, that's me. And we have a little bit of a closet here, coat closet right off of the garage door. That's typical and that's usual. Another linen closet, you could say, for this. All I see is just a whole bunch of storage for my wife to put all of our stuff in. And then that's going to be the downstairs bathroom for guests and the such. But let's go ahead and go back over to the kitchen and living room area. Again, nice and open, inviting kitchen. And you can also see the hood right there above the stove. Take a quick peek of that pantry. Pretty good sized pantry. Interesting place to put a microwave. Probably not my choice, but hey, everyone has their own thing. But you can see that's the stove, and that is the oven with the quartz countertops. We have the spacious kitchen. Look at this island. Pretty good size island with the full basin sink. A nice dedicated area for your dining room right off next to the sliding glass doors for your backyard. Again, open and inviting. And this is new construction, so remember, this is what the model home looks like in the backyard. In your new construction home, if you don't get the model, you will basically see desert back there. Now this one has the full overhang, as you can see, with the pavers all the way across. That should come with the property. It's more of the turf, trees, shrubbery, whatever, all that. Doesn't come included. We got this even more storage that goes all the way underneath the stairs. As a kid, I probably would use that as a hiding place or a secret lair, something crazy. But the family room, as we saw a little bit before, not the biggest, but it's a comfy, cozy type of feel when you're there. And we're going up the stairs. They do have the carpet for the stairs and the upstairs, and it enters straight into a loft area. Now, theoretically, you could even try to put a wall right there for the loft and make that into another bedroom. So you could possibly even put 6. If you have a big family, that could work. And there is the laundry room. And another door, so we just saw more storage. That's a linen closet storage for the upstairs. And there's the attic. I always like to point that out every once in a while. Most people actually don't know where their attic space is in their house, how you get in there. I find that interesting. Now, if I do remember correctly, this should be your master bedroom with the ensuite right there. Beautiful, beautiful shower. That tile work was very good. Enough space for 2 if you're into that sort of thing. Got the bathroom right there and a gigantic closet. So right there to my right is going to be where that washer dryer room is. They have built-in little storage here so you can put some folded clothes. I thought that was pretty helpful. Double vanity sinks. Again, quartz countertops. I believe, if I remember correctly, that is the same quartz countertops as downstairs in the kitchen. So it's good to be kind of uniform there. Again, there's the loft. I believe we're going to go to the left here. So this is the first room off of the stairs to the left. A little bit on the smaller side, but it still has that closet space right over there. I believe that is a queen size bed, so you can kind of gauge the size of what we're kind of talking about here. And moving right along, there is the AC. So there's going to be 2 different filters that you're going to be putting up there. And yeah, let's go into the bathroom. So we got double vanity sinks. That's going to be shared by the other 3 beds. This will be the bathtub and the shower. It had a nice curved edge on that bathtub, so if you ever want to lay down and just relax, it's a little bit easier to relax in. A nice door into the toilet and the bath, which as a kid when I was younger, that would have been extremely beneficial, because I don't know how many people out there have siblings, but they love to mess with you in any way humanly possible. This room has a pretty good sized closet, walk-in, and it's slightly bigger than the first one that we saw. That wasn't the master. And then this room was definitely the largest of the 3 additional rooms. And you have a little bit of the closet, walk-in closet over here. It's about the same as the second one. But it is a good size. And again, that's all 4 bedrooms are upstairs. If you did want that extra one, it theoretically could be that loft, but I think that's a little bit too much work and probably not the best. So, sometimes it's nice to have a bedroom downstairs for maybe the in-laws or guests, so they're not, upstairs bothering everyone else. And what I also like is that the master is separated from all of the extra bedrooms, so there's a little bit more privacy there. And this is the look of what it looks like when coming down the stairs straight into the kitchen. There would be that extra room. You're probably not going to have a closet in there, but fun fact, not sure how many of you know, but they recently passed a law. I know it's at least in Clark County. I don't know about the rest of the United States. However, you do not need a closet to be considered a room anymore. As long as it's fully enclosed and it has a window, that is now considered a bedroom. So if you're out there looking for homes and you see it says there's 4 bedrooms, but all you see is 3 with a den or an office, well, that is technically the 4th bedroom. But as we exit here, thank you again for taking a look. I know this was kind of rough to sit here and listen to since I had to do a voiceover, but we keep chugging along. It is what it is. And this is not a major through street whatsoever. It is part of the resident neighborhood. It is one long street, and it connects with Grand Canyon and Conquistador streets. On the other side of this property, so across the street, on the other side of those homes, is Serene, which would be, it's not really a major street, but it's the major street in the actual area. There's not a lot of traffic that goes by. So with that being said, this property is going for $588,293. Again, we can get a better deal on this one.